Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will discuss and show morphology of rheumatic heart disease. At the end, we will show some diagrams. The first one is there is discrete inflammatory foci in the different tissues. There are discrete inflammatory foci in different tissues, while in case of acute rheumatic fever, first feature is presence of Aschoff bodies. These are pathognomic to rheumatic fever. These are collections of lymphocytes as well as plasma cells and specialized macrophages. The second main feature is Annetz-Cow cells. The Annetz-Cow cells are the specialized macrophages which have nuclei, various nuclei, condensed chromatin, and have projections, abundant cytoplasm, and the macrophages are also known as caterpillar cells. Third one is zones of the fibrinoid necrosis. Fourth is if there is valvular involvement, then it leads to fibrinoid necrosis and fibrin deposition along the lines of Cloyer, and vegetations are formed. These vegetations are called variceae. Fifth one is that is the characteristic of chronic rheumatic fever. Inflammation and subsequent scarring is seen. Inflammation and subsequent scarring is seen, and it leads to the formation of fibrous scar, and Aschoff bodies are not seen in case of chronic rheumatic fever. Valve cusps and leaflets are when involved, then retraction and thickening of valve cusps occurs, and it is permanent. Sixth morphological feature is valvular stenosis and regurgitation, but valvular stenosis, that is valvular stenosis, predominates. Now you can see in the diagrams. Here in first diagram A, you can see acute rheumatic mitral valvulitis superimposed on chronic rheumatic heart disease. You can see small vegetations shown by arrow. These are known as variceae. These are visible along the lines of Cloyer of the mitral valve, leaflet arrows. In this diagram, that is diagram B, microscopic appearance of an Aschoff body. You can see here microscopic appearance of an Aschoff body. There is central area of necrosis associated with the circumscribed collection of mononuclear inflammatory cells, activated macrophages, prominent nuclei of activated macrophages, and central wavy caterpillar chromatin. Here you can see arrow. This is a macrophage with prominent nuclei, central wavy caterpillar chromatin. In this diagram, you can see mitral valve stenosis. Here in this diagram, anterior leaflet of an opened rheumatic mitral valve. You can note the new vascularization here. Arrow shows these. There is new vascularization. There is marked left atrial dilation. Here you can see surgically removed specimen of rheumatic aortic stenosis. You can see thickening and distortion of the cusps with commissural fusion.